Alexa, make the light blue.
Okay.
Hey,
Did Alexa just call you the N-word?
that'd be wild.
Can do that.
That's Alexa sending him a text just calling him the N-word.
When I knock people out, they don't fucking move. Who the fuck is that guy? Oh, don't be scared, homie.
Welcome to Throwing Hands.
You got you're playing touch butt with that dork in the park, the ponytail.
My balls are hot.
Welcome to another episode of Throwing Hands Podcast, the casual hardcore fan experience podcast, where we judge the craziness, the bullshit, and Octagon control of combat sports all around the world. And here with me today, it's your host, Joe, and your co-hosts, Ian and Darnell. Thanks, guys, for being here, as always.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. The fuck?
Just a picture of his bank account. He's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I don't.
I mean, well, no, I mean that's happened before. Like I got a bonus when I wasn't supposed to get a bonus, and I was like, "What the fuck do I do with this?"
How often are you guys like checking your actual bank account in the app? Like
Every day.
Really? I found I only did it like when I knew for sure what was in there. Now some days I'm like, I don't 100% know, and I'm just too afraid. I'd rather just be like, it's like 200, and then just call it a day on that.
You just hit the gamble.
Yeah.
About what I do at this point.
Yeah, it's much more comfort. I mean, it really backfires real heavily when you decide to check and it says like $60, and you're like, oh.
I got my bank. I guess it might just be the app. I don't know, but it has like you can set a certain amount of like when it'll alert you when you're below a certain threshold. So
Yeah.
once I get that message, I know I fucked up.
I don't even want them to tell me that. I don't-
Oh no, that I need that for sure. Because if not, bro, I'm dumb. You know those hoodies I usually wear?
Yeah.
The ones that say "You Matter." I bought one. I bought a pink one, and then 4 hours later, this motherfucker drops a tie dye one. So I spent damn near $200 on two hoodies in one day, and I was just like, "This is why you can't have nice things because you do dumb shit like this."
Well, I mean, it's why you can have nice things, actually, because you do dumb things like that.
Nah,
It's
man.
dropping $200 or $100 on two fucking hoodies. That's fucking crazy.
It's one was 85 and the other was 80, and then plus the shipping, and that's why it
Hold on.
got.
Hold on. I
It's
got to pull
high.
Ian back to reality from a guy who spent like $100 on like multiple anime items, like for like attire. I mean, don't give looks like that. You've done that. You've spent a lot of money on anime figures, attire.
I'm not figures. I've never spent $80 on a hoodie.
It's a problem.
does-
I'll admit it.
It's fair, but I'm curious as to why the hoodie bothers you. He's like, the hoodie's out of the question. He's
I mean, I've spent $50 on joggers.
that's kind of it's kind of insane. That's insane that you would say.
$30 less.
Yeah, but now if you would have told me you bought two joggers and spent $100, I would have been like, what the fuck's your problem?
And they were also anime.
Yeah,
There's a difference. And they're copywritten.
and also side note to it's cool as fuck. They're cool as shit. Take it back, Darnell. It wasn't crazy what he did.
Oh no, it was crazy. I was upset with myself. 'Cause I was with my coworkers, and I legitimately was like, "Yo, ask Suri to flip a coin," and he was like, "What's heads and what's tails?" I was like, "It doesn't matter. Just tell her to flip it." It hit heads, and all I said was, "Fuck," and I turned around, and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
Just on your phone. Don't worry about it, guys. Let's start talking some UFC by talking about UFC 289. You might be wondering why I'm a little down when talking about it. I mean, why would I be upset, right? Amanda Nunes won again. She's on top of the world, right?
Yeah, but she's gone.
Like
And it's bullshit.
like at the end of Air Bud, she's gone, just like that.
It's fucking shenanigans.
Wins the greatest game of all time against all odds, and then just disappears like the golden retriever that she is. Just disappeared like Free Willy in the end. Just set herself off into the sunset. It is so depressing. Ian was almost like agitated a little bit because we were like, he was in the kitchen doing something. Hold on. He was in the kitchen doing something, And we were like, he was like, the fight was already over. And we're like, oh shit. He's like, what? And we're like, she's retiring. Almost didn't want to believe it because he just didn't want to put the stuff down. He was like, no, she's not retiring until I'm done with these dishes.
I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah. I'm going to do these dishes forever so that way Amanda Nunes never retires.
Bullshit.
Put both the belts down. Pretty iconic way to retire. Put both belts down. Put the gloves down. Took a little while on that, but it's not her fault. It's just good glove wraps on that one, and then says double champ forever, which is true. Gonna be double champ forever. Now there was one other person who was gonna be double champ forever. His name was Henry Cejudo, and then he fucked that up for himself. Good fight though, and yeah, let's talk about it. First of all, are you gonna sit there, Darnell? Are you gonna sit there and say that something negative against the fight in general? I know you got negative, but against the fight in general, that was a great fight. Darnell,
I ain't got shit to say.
Darnell,
I was honestly already I was literally falling asleep from I didn't realize how tired I fucking was until I actually got home and was laying in the bed and shit, and I started watching the fights.
Yeah, but
around the Dan Ige fight, I was literally in and out every 15 seconds watching the fights. I'm like, fuck, I need this shit to be done so I can go to bed.
every week so far of Throwing Hands has been a recap of just Darnell telling us when he got tired in the fight. Like, Darnell, what did you think about the fight? She's like, well, I'll tell you what, I was real sleepy around the main event.
No, because then watching the main event, I was just like, all right, cool. Good faking on the takedown. She's literally training her to keep going down. She's probably gonna fucking head kick her at some point, but she ended up just going for a straight takedown eventually and just mauling her shit.
Yeah, I feel like I had a slight bit of fear, maybe I don't know,
the crazy left hook coming out of nowhere and sitting her ass down like it did in the first.
Yeah, I mean, it just showed nothing on Amanda afterwards. Complete recoup, totally fine. And then just proceeded to do what she does. It's like some of these women fighters, they're not used to the long haul. They're not used to the long haul fight like that. The woman who's going to stay in there and keep going at them. And that's not just to say that Amanda's the only one that would do that, but there's not a lot of them out there. So they get that knockdown. They're expecting to be on, having their opponent on skates for the rest of the time. Not Amanda Nunes. Not going to do that against the double champ.
But at the end of the day, she was too scared to fight Juliana, so that's why she retired. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot that Juliana had that broken rib it hurt her so bad she had to get dressed up looking real pretty and sit Octagon side and say, "It's 1-1. I'm next." You know how stupid she looked.
Really tight
that shit was funny. The fact that she's talking so much shit, but was the one you had to pull out. It was like, hey, you should probably not.
You know also how stupid she looked by doing that shit talk of being 1-1. It could just Amanda Nunes made her look stupid. She's over there, they're putting the camera, she's like 1-1, I'm next, and then Nunes gets in there and she's like, I'm out. Fucking Pena's I'm next for whoever, that's what I meant when I said that.
Did she ever say why she decided to retire now?
Yeah, she's just done. She's been on the top of the game for a long time, and
there ain't shit for her to do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that or do what Izzy did for money. The middleweight. It just that'll get you so far. Before the end, you're just getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly.
And you retire.
No, it's
better to retire on top the way she did just now than just going out like some fucking bum.
Because now her
coward's way out.
Okay, sure. All right, barbarian. Sure, dude. Okay. No way. I mean, it's now her money, her endorsements are gonna be way better. Everything she does, forever double champ. That's probably gonna be a slogan. Double champ forever for her. It's pretty iconic.
She's champs on one division.
Yeah, and that's what's it's gonna be part of her story. Then you're like Amanda Nunes, the woman who came in, cleared out a whole division made for a different woman, then cleared out her own division and kept clearing out the division when everybody was like, well, why won't you go fight at 145? It's not like she was ever being like, oh, no, people are scared. She's like, nobody is there at 145, so I'm just going to... It's not like she was like, well, then I'm not going to fight. She was like, well, then let's fight 135. She just continued to do it and be the best and be the fucking best.
He didn't clear out 145. There was one person at 145.
Yeah, well, one person alone in the division doesn't make a division.
Actually, did she fight the other chick, that one other chick that like she was like naturally a 145er. Okay. Well, wait, yes, she did. Yeah, Felicia Spencer.
Cleared it. Cleared.
So
100%. Charles Oliveira gets his win against Benny. Almost fucked it up again. Benny
It's
Dariush.
Benil. How can you not say Benil?
First of all, you're getting real offensive against somebody who has dyslexia. And let me tell you something, buddy. I'll cancel you right now. I'll go straight to the Retard Foundation and I'll put your name in saying this guy's bullying me for my dyslexia. It's easily done. I mix up the B and the D all the time. Tell you what words I don't mix. I'll tell you what letters I don't mix up. N-I-G. Dick. So yeah, Benyil Dariush loses to Charles Oliveira. Daniela Dariush loses to Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira speaks English now. That's like I hate that's like the biggest thing everybody would. Yeah, right. That's the first thing Ian said. They got what DC goes. Charles speaks English. Ian, sort of, not really. I'm like, you're not wrong.
Like kind of. He's got a couple of sentences he's practiced.
He worked on that one whole thing he said because he didn't say anything else in English afterwards. Really, it was just that.
No, they hit him with an actual question. He was like, "And Brazilian."
He's like, "Hey, translator, you take it from here."
I don't know what they speak.
Portuguese.
There you go.
Yeah, this is probably the first fight in maybe 5 fights that Oliveira didn't get rocked.
Good for him. Good for him.
Every other fight, my man is standing right in people's faces and just gets clapped.
Well, Dariush came out really stiff and like just like faced him. Like, I mean, it wasn't really like, I don't know. It feels like as if Dariush, like his last fight.
It's Dariush, you fucking illiterate piece of shit. Sorry, go ahead.
What I said, Dariush.
You said Darnoush. Go ahead.
Well, Danielle was moving around a lot more in his last fight than he did this one. He was very stiff right out of the get-go, and he just stood right in front of him most of the fight. So can't really do that against Charles. And that was the entirety of that fucking 4 minutes or whatever. He was just facing him. Like, he wasn't really circling too much. He wasn't like avoiding. If I remember correctly, like he had some head movement, but it wasn't like anything significant, against like, Charles, like who's fought like a lot of top tier fighters who had a lot more head movement and a lot more actual body movement and circling.
Yeah, I think that Charles looked really good, but here's the thing: I don't think he looked any different from when he looks really good. Like, I didn't see any like I didn't see like
it was regular
shit.
Charles.
I wasn't like this is brand new, dude. It looks like he. But to be fair to what DC said, it's like what we saw was. It's hard to say when fighters will come out and be like, well, I wasn't really 100% for that fight, and it's hard to say what that means and if it's true. But sometimes you see a fighter say that, and then if you're able to come back the next fight and put a dominant performance on, really does kind of put that into your favor to be like, well, maybe he was, so maybe he does. If he goes against Islam in his 100%, maybe he does dominate Islam. Who knows?
No.
I don't know. I think Islam's scared of him. I think Islam's holes has been fucking. I think he's been shown. I think Volkanovski really deflated his confidence. I really do think that. I think that he doesn't feel like he's the top of the world anymore. I think he's Concernicus for the next person, whether it be Charles or whoever it may be. I think he was mad Concernicus that it was going to be Volk. So who knows? But that is going to be Charles' next opponent. Eventually, is going to have to be Islam again. Unless, do they have somebody for Islam coming up? Because if they don't, then it's just...
No, they don't. That's why this whole thing's up in the air and why we have fucking Justin and Dustin fighting again when it should have been, hey, which one of them are going to actually fight Islam? Nope, this motherfucker disappeared. He went back over the mountain.
Here's an answer why we're seeing Justin and Dustin fight again. Because Justin and Dustin should always be fighting each other. They should fight each other once a year, at least. Come on. It's fireworks, doggy.
I want them to go home and see their families. And even one of them fighting each other, somebody's going home with some definite brain damage.
Yeah,
a little bit of slurring afterwards.
Can't forget Darnell's
and Justin's already slurring his words.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
Jesus Christ, that man.
Let him die in the octagon with some honor.
Hey, actually, he got his nose fixed, so he can actually breathe. That's a good thing. So his cardio was probably through the fucking roof now for sure.
Yeah, don't know if that helps
More
with
than
his
it already
punch
was.
drunkenness, but you know.
I mean, who was his last fight? Fuck, I don't remember
Who?
who his last fight was.
Gagey. Well, he's asking
Dustin.
about
Yeah.
Gagey.
Well, yeah, not Dustin, but Justin. His last fight, like he was not getting fucking hit. Oh, against Farhas, like Rafael Faziz. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that fight was everyone thought was gonna be like for sure like banging, but it wasn't. It was fucking Justin actually avoiding most of his shit and cracking him. So like he's definitely not just gonna. Well, he probably will stand and fucking fight for this fight, but
Yeah.
like he didn't get hit that much in his last fight.
Well, let's go on to talk about the rest of the cards that we just passed on the UFC 289. Adam Fugit gets, dude, yeah, Adam Fugit, he got fugged up against Mike Mallet, dude. Mike Mallet destroyed him, and then Fugit taps halfway through a transition of a submission. Now he still had it locked in. I'm not saying that it wasn't in there, but I mean he had a small window in that moment where he could have bucked and tried to do at least one last Harada, get him off, but instead he just tapped mid transition. Very disappointing. But I mean, him and everybody else around knew what the fuck was up. Mike Mallet was gonna
gone too much better.
No way.
Oh, that's who got released.
Dan Ige, dude, Dan Ige, Nate Landwehr, although it went to decision, great fight. Holy shit, Nate Landwehr can. We talked about it before. Yeah, it sucks when you're saying that about a fighter, but it's true. Man, that guy can fucking take a hit, but he can dish it back. It's what's like one of those moments where you're like, we were just talking about earlier when we were watching The Ultimate Fighter. It's like, oh, this is a pretty much cut and clear win for this person. But that, I mean, he throws heat. That's the difference. There's a difference between a guy when he's rocked. It's like late second round, beginning third round. He's been losing the whole time, and you see him. He's doing this lackadaisical, like fuck. He's breathing heavy, compared to a guy who's just whipping. Even if that guy's tired, when he's whipping his hands, you can't expect that the other guy, even though he's been piecing him up for 2 rounds, is gonna win. He might fucking lose still.
Yeah, well, there was a couple of times where Nate fucking rocked him pretty good, and we were like, and then eventually, well, Dan, shook it off and continued the fight, but I don't know, it was pretty back and forth.
Good fight, good fucking fight. Canada was on fire this Saturday.
Canada was 6-0 Saturday night. All the Canadian fighters won.
Hell yeah, dude. But they've had time. They've been taking their time. They've been biding their time. They've been eating their maple syrup, and now they're here to take over again. They drained all of the plasma from GSP, and they pumped it into every single Canadian fighter, and now they're here to take over again.
That's how they do it.
That's
those crafty Canadians.
Shit, I put me front line. I want to get that super soldier serum that GSP took. I want that. Marc-Andre Barriault takes the decision against Eric Andres. A fight that nobody thought was going to go to decision, but surprisingly did, because also tough. Shouts out to Eric Andres, who could have easily just went down, probably should have went down for his own head's sake, but went at Barriault for 3 rounds, didn't really show any signs of anything better, to be honest with you. And the big bummer of the night, for sure, Norsardine and Chris Curtis getting a no contest. Man, what an interesting turn of events, with it happening and us hearing it so clearly, and Chris being like, I just need 1 more minute, and I saw it was crazy. I love when they still stick to the old school rules so heavily, because in that moment Ian kind of was like, what the fuck just happened right there, and they were waiting for him. He was taking his time, and at one point he just says out loud, yeah, I can't see, and the ref goes like, all right, I'm calling it, and he had to freak out, like no, and he was like, what the? I'm like, yeah, I remember. I was like, you can't.
Really back and forth, between him, the ref, and the doctor.
Yeah, and it was just an accidental, he just said it to just he's like, yeah, I can't see you right now. And that ref heard, I can't see. And the ref was like, I know what to do. I know what to do when I hear those words. Call the fight. And Chris Curtis swindled his way into a few more time for nothing, because then he just couldn't see. Poor guy.
Well, I mean, if you look at Chris Curtis's photo.
Yeah.
The eye that got poked is constantly.
Oh no, that wasn't a poke. That was a headbutt.
Yeah, the headbutt.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit.
It's the second fight in a row that he's gotten headbutt in the same spot and fucked his eye up.
Well, that eye, in the picture that they have on their display, that eye is already
pretty much closed.
It's a lot more close than the other one. But I mean, he was getting pieced up the entire fight to begin with. If you're looking at it, he threw 50% more punches. He had more takedowns. Just
that's why
in all, he was performing 50% better until that headbutt.
Yeah, that's why Chris Curtis is in the end like, it's as they say, it's a loss for everybody. It really sucks. If I'm Chris Curtis, I'm like, whew, I'll take that no contest, baby. I am out of here.
God, I don't have another L.
Yeah, gonna come back in about like a couple of weeks and hit him up with another fight opportunity. They're gonna be like, so you want to run it back with him up? He's gonna be like, oh no, sir, I do not. I want to run it back with that French murderer. You should arrest that man.
That dude he's the Usman of the middleweight division. Just nobody wants to fucking fight him.
Yeah, I want him to get to the top. I don't want him to go like fall into a Gegard Mousasi situation. He needs to get to the top fast. And something that went right by me, I believe that's Firas Zahabi's little brother, I guess, cousin, some relative that knocked out, as I like to call him, Orochimaru, but Orochi I mean, he should just change his name to Orochimaru if that's how they're saying his name. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I think it's Ayman, but I would see it and I want to say Ayman Zahabi. I'm gonna assume that's Firaz's family, and if so, how unfair. Okay, that's another fighter where if somebody was like, so the guy's name is Ayman Zahabi. Whoa. If your last letter in there is going to be E, I'm going to be really fucking pissed. Yeah, he goes, no, it's I. Oh, thank God. Wait a minute.
Still sounds the same. I'm not sure.
Yeah, shouts out to that knockout. What a good knockout for him. And why wouldn't it be? You're a Zahabi. It's just in your blood to just dominate in the UFC. Let me say this about the Canada crowd too. They were rusty, doggy. I kept hearing him say like all the fighters like it's been like 7 years or whatever since we've been here to Canada. I was listening to it's like all the crowd could agree on was Olay. They're like Olay, that's all we know. I kept hearing them try to start chants tonight, nothing would take. I'm like, you guys are bad at this now. What happened, Canada? They're like, we only know how to do GSP, and that's it.
No, they're just too political now, so they don't know
how rusty it was. It was rusty enough for part of the fucking stands to collapse in.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was pretty bad.
The lawsuits the UFC probably just had to deal with. Those people better have lawyered up and gotten paid. I would.
But I guess UFC would be, if there was a lawsuit involved, I guess UFC would be in it, but it'd be mostly on the stadium, like the people who run the stadium, because that's not really on UFC. That'd be, I guess.
It'd be both. Probably. I don't know.
Next week's card, as Darnell has pointed out before in the past, that there is, was it 6 months of straight every UFC, like every single Saturday or something like that?
Yep, for the next 4 months.
That's what's up. So
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's a little taxing on people's schedule, I'd say. Not for rich dudes. They're like every Saturday, B-dubs, fucking, we're going to the arenas if we can. They're hyped. They're making all of it. Big part. I'm buying the pay-per-view on HD, so it's $100. So Marvin Vettori next week, Jared Cannonier they say the person's gonna get the next shot at the title. I mean, why? Do we really think that either of these guys stand a chance if they fight Izzy again? Really?
I mean, we just gotta hope for what's his name? The nigga fighting Rob. Nah, the nigga fighting Rob.
Duplessis. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully he wins, because then that'll be an actual new fight for Izzy. Other than that, he literally will be on Waker 3.
Yeah, but
for no reason.
But what sucks is I'm pretty sure they have said like winner of Vettori Cannonier gets Izzy, and then he's gonna fight this person because Whitaker and Duplessis isn't for like another couple cards from now, so they can't they have to make a camp now for Izzy or like upcoming. So whoever wins this will get that's what I saw. And I would hope that that's wrong, and if it's not, I would hope that they would do the thing where like, well, we can just change that. But if that's the way it is, I'm hoping for Marvin Vettori. I'd rather see him go. I'd rather hope for Italy to get another champion or to get a champion. Jared Cannonier, to me, he's just so exciting. He's so strong, and I'm so fucking sick of watching him be boring at the biggest opportunities in his career. Every time and time again.
Yeah, he beat Anderson Silva by KO TKO first round. That's Jesus.
Well, I'll give him that.
And then he lost again to Uriah Hall by knockout.
Right.
Damn.
So I mean, both great options, I guess. But I've explained it on like a really old podcast that I I want an Italian champ. I don't think it's like it's been so long. They probably have not had any, if I had to guess. So
They're not worthy.
they're just not worthy. Hey, tell that to the line of Italian boxers, kid. Don't say that shit. You show some
boxing.
respect.
That's one discipline.
That's one discipline.
Here we got what, 6, 5?
Yeah, I guess. We know from the way that Dana fucking promotes these guys. Knockout City. We're bye bye Suplex City. Hello Knockout City. Welcome to UFC. So there's a lot of, admittedly, there's a lot of fights on this card that I do not know these guys. Is there anybody on this card that you guys would like to talk about?
The very first fight on the card, dude from he was on Ultimate Fighter last season. He's pretty decent. He was at heavyweight when he did the Ultimate Fighter, but at light heavyweight, I think he won his first fight.
Which one are we talking? Zach?
Yeah, he did.
Pauga or?
He's pretty decent. He got knocked out by Usman's little brother, which is funny because he's the little brother, but he's like 6'4", fucking 240. And then Arman Saryukin, that's gonna just probably be a wrestle fuck fight.
I'm kind of excited for Kazakhstan. You know, always excited for the Kazakhstan fighters. I can't pronounce his name to save my life, and don't give me shit for not being able to.
Actually, what's funny about him, I want him to be higher on the card just because of what he did on his supposed to be his last fight. He cut his hair like what's his name? Patty.
Oh yeah.
He cut his hair like Patty, and he's like, maybe I'll get the judge's decision now. It's like, damn. And then he couldn't fight the next night after weight.
Smart ass.
Like, oh,
that's what you get for being a smart ass.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Other than that,
he's like an ant.
I'm telling you, like I have no idea. Jimmy Flick has a hilarious name, but he's a flyweight fighter, which is a hilarious name for a flyweight fighter. Now that I'm seeing that, Jimmy Flick.
I mean, I was gonna say Christian Leroy Duncan. Last time he fought, I'm pretty sure he was on a prelim, but the last time we watched him, he put on a pretty good fucking show.
Oh, Christian Lee. Why do they put the Leroy there? Why?
I don't know.
It's not even
his name, probably.
What a weirdo! Who wants to do that? Make sure you put my middle name in there, mate. Okay, bro. Hey.
Oh yeah. He knocked the guy out in the first round.
Put some respect on my middle name. It's not like Leroy, like the champion, right? I feel bad. Like I wish there was more we could talk about with this card, but we went over the main event pretty thoroughly. Who are you guys picking for that anyway? Cannonier or Vettori?
My bad.
He's like, I'm not gonna watch it.
He's like,
I'm gonna watch it, but like, I'm probably not gonna pay attention that.
Darnell's bed, second round KO. Darnell's bed, first round pillow smothering.
I just think it doesn't matter who wins. Like, if they actually get the shot for Izzy, then they're both gonna lose.
Right.
I think the more exciting fight might be Vettori.
It's not. Go watch the first and second fight. It's not fun either.
And neither was the Cannonier fight.
The Cannonier. Either one of them. They could just be like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna try and knock Izzy out."
Yeah, but he won't
be like super aggressive.
Yeah, but he won't because he had that chance and he didn't, and he tried to wrestle him, which is what he'll try to do again. And Marvin Vettori is a boxer and he's a striker, which is a more exciting matchup for another striker. MMA math. Okay, moving on. I really wanted to talk about the fact that, big thing in sports right now, the Miami Heat are in the finals, and
they aren't anymore.
If
their mascot's down.
Yeah, for a new thing now in the NBA, I guess if you're in the NBA finals, your mascot's got to fight Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor knocks out the Miami Heat mascot and puts him in the hospital, but gives this guy a concussion. Do you think? Okay, so there's two ways this could have shaken down, right? Because if the truth could be covered up, but either that mascot said some shit to Conor that pissed him off, or Conor has no idea where the person is in the mascot costume, and for some reason swung with full power twice.
I will say the first one, it's just Conor doesn't know how to fucking control himself.
True.
But
Especially not on
the
cocaine.
oh yeah, the first one was definitely more of like,
Yeah,
I think he threw it high because the guy in the mascot costume definitely flopped because
Yeah.
he got hit and he did the and then Conor came in and hit him while he was on the ground.
We finished
or,
the
like,
fight.
Yeah, and that was the one that fucked him up.
We keep going till the ref stops us.
That poor man.
he's fine. He was at the hospital, then they sent him home. I think with some pills or some. They sent him home with some shit, but apparently he's fine, which is funny.
Yeah,
that they had to report on it for real.
It's hilarious that they promote like some like pain products, some like pain release product or something like that, and then Conor knocks this guy out, puts him in the fucking hospital. Hilarious.
Connor's like, well, he came out with fucking boxing gloves on. What did you expect me to do?
Well, right before the promotion, he came up to me and he said, "You'll do fucking nothing," and I said, "Oi!" Something else I wanted to see. If I haven't really looked into this. I was seeing if maybe you guys knew what the fuck happened. So if Mayweather had another exhibition or fight, and the guy got DQ'd in the middle of it, and then tried to attack Mayweather. I don't understand what I've tried to find clips everywhere, and it's just, all I can find is that moment where the ref stops the fight and I waves it off, and then the guy So from my perspective, I'm like, did this guy like beat Mayweather and then try to kill him afterwards? I was confused.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when the fight got stopped, Mayweather, I guess from the video, it just looked like he just kept smiling at him.
Yeah.
And it just seems like probably throughout the fight, he was just fucking with him and not really taking him serious. And then he's probably still talking shit.
No,
the only video is like the ref waving his arms, like stopping the fight.
Yeah.
And then John like just starts trying to lunge at him, and then as Floyd's like backing up, he catches his ass one good time with I think a right hook, and then that's when like the family got involved, and it was just like, what the fuck happened here? Nobody even knew this fight was happening. It was weird. And then it got weird on Twitter. His John's sister was like tweeted out like they were gonna come after Floyd's family, and his daughter's been ran through by a rapper and all this other shit. Like basically said everything but a hard R. And it was just like, damn, what really happened to get anybody this fucking mad? Like, it was an exhibition fight. This wasn't like this was a real fight. Like they were trying to actually
super televised or anything.
Yeah, that too, because I had no idea. I didn't even know what was going on at first until somebody said, "Oh, that was a Mayweather exhibition." I was like, "What? He was having one? Like this man be having them so often now? Kind of don't care about it."
He needs to stop.
Yeah, for sure. He should have stopped at Conor, but then he went off to Japan and then fought KSI's little brother for no reason. Beat his ass.
Didn't even know about that.
So there was...
right.
But he should have stopped that after whichever, I forget which Paul brother he fought, but
Logan.
Yeah, he only fought Logan.
Yeah, he should have stopped after that.
So I just read a little bit on it. The exhibition was here in Florida, which I guess is Gotti's like this is like his area, and I guess like Darnell was saying there was some heat even before the fight, and it was weird. I guess like because like the Gotti family was a little fucking like very invested in it, and like you're saying. It's an exhibition fight. There was no judges, so come like the 6th round, I guess like you were saying, Darnell's guessing is kind of right. He was toying with him. He was beating the shit out of John, just bopping him up, and then I guess come towards the 6th round, the real controversy is the ref, because now everybody would be thinking like, oh, like I said, from the looks of the video, it looks like I guess Floyd was getting his ass beat, and somehow this is the conspiracy, but no, actually Floyd was beating his ass. And the ref just decided that he was done seeing it. He didn't want to see 2 more rounds, so he just called it. And that guy, John, was like, "Nah, I'm gonna go after Floyd." And then that's basically what happened.
That's
ridiculous.
I know right now there's a talk in the ether of John Jones and Pavlovich being slated for 292. I don't know how truthful that's going to be until it fully gets announced on all over Twitter and all over the world. If that fight does happen, though. I'm sorry, Sergey Pavlovich. I'm sorry that your hype train will be derailed. I apologize sorely for you, sir. Sergey right now, and I know fighters. He's like, hope I get that fight. I hope I get to fight John Jones, and everybody's like, oh, sir, you don't want that. I promise you.
And I was gonna say I want to see 2 old men fight, meaning John and Stipe.
Yeah. It's weird. They're like, you guys want John and Stipe? Yeah. What about John versus heavier Stipe? And we're like, yeah.
Okay.
They're like, what about Stipe off Wish? What about
mind.
Stipe off Wish.com?
Can't really call John old. He's only 35.
Well, that's old to you,
Stipe's
apparently.
40. No, that's what I can't really call him old. I thought he was a little bit older than that, considering how fucking long
Every other
he went without
fighter that's
fighting.
like 36, you're like, he's old.
He's old, though.
fighting,
He got
yeah,
beat
but
by an old
John-
man.
But John hasn't fought. He didn't fight since like 2019, and then he finally fought. What was that? This year?
Yeah,
The beginning of this year. So this man like literally just took 3 years off for damn near no reason. And it was obviously just for money.
Oh,
but
there
it
was a
like,
reason.
damn. No, yeah, I know, but it was just like, damn, bro. You really just took off 3 years just to prove a point and get more money and everything. But that was more opportunity for him to make more money and fight.
It
but,
wasn't a
yeah,
proof
no,
of
fuck
point
that.
either.
It really wasn't. Darnell really believed that fucking UFC countdown. He was like, yeah, it was to prove a point.
It's like, no,
I don't know what
he
you
had
guys
no
are talking
choice
about.
but to not fight.
John Jones' lawyers. Yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah, we did nothing.
No, John Jones' lawyers.
Good job.
He's proving a point.
You're doing great. You're doing good.
You're doing
You're doing so
fantastic.
good. Okay. Well, it's time for mine, yours, and everybody's at home's favorite segment of our show, Street Shenanigans, where we look over some street fights from around the world, combat sports, right from right from outside of the window of your own home. How did we get that footage? We were inside your home. Your house is a mess. Clean it.
You know that really dark corner that you really can't see anything in? That's us.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for what we did there. I apologize.
We'll clean the mess.
Me and Darnell were a bit snacky, and Ian was smoking cigarettes, so it's like, it's just...
Yeah.
Me and Darnell got a little too stoned before our stakeout inside of your house, where we were getting footage of street fights on the outside of your window, and then Ian was bored and was smoking cigarettes.
Like, you remember that burning smell?
It,
That
it-
was- And I'm sorry.
so we're going to watch 3 street fight videos.
That's right.
We're going to judge the craziness, the bullshit, and the Octagon control around the streets of YouTube. And something important that we need you to know, because we're on YouTube, Ian loves to say, Ian, it's your favorite thing to say. Go ahead and tell these people what the...
They're all right, YouTube.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
Mm-hmm.
They're all right. They're
Thanks.
fine, YouTube. They're fine. No, we've made sure that the end result, they're all fine. This is a learning experience to either fuck around and find out or don't.
A little bit of a sidebar
Mhm.
before we get started.
Uh-huh.
Alex Pereira is training with Sean Strickland for
He's-
the week.
I thought he's been training with Sean Strickland.
But this is just funny. Like, that they're like side by side.
He's gonna teach fucking teach him how to talk shit. He's gonna be like, Alex, man, you gotta learn to talk a little bit more shit in there, man. Come on.
You gotta learn how to say a bunch of crazy shit.
Alex is gonna be like, I'll put a bow in you again,
shit.
bro. I'll put 3 arrows right in your fucking chest again. Strickland, don't talk funny to me. All right, Ian. Pull up these fights. What do we got here?
We got soccer moms.
Soccer moms. Do soccer moms even know how to fight? I would assume one of 2 would. Let's see.
1 out of 10.
What's up? What's up?
Oh,
Man.
hold up.
You said you was gonna bring the juice boxes. I said I was gonna bring the orange slices.
Oh,
Oh my
goodness.
god. This is a desperation
Yo,
leap.
blue tank top definitely had a couple brothers.
Blue tank top, yeah, for sure.
It's funny because they both look like they're wearing like athletic gear.
Well, they're soccer moms. Of course, they have to wear like exercise gear
gotta
to
pretend.
be out at the field. Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Oh my goodness.
What? That's disrespectful. She asked her. She said, "Ooh,"
Oh,
and it's over.
folded.
In front of your kids.
Oh no,
My mom can't fight.
that's embarrassing. Oh gosh, man. Let's see it again.
Shit.
So just a great established jab. Hey, if you're out there and like if you're gonna fight, just even if you don't really know how to fight, just learn how to jab. It'll get you so far.
Jab circle, jab circle.
Jab circle. And then you can throw your right hand or your opposite hand whenever you want. You'll feel it. You'll know. You'll get real cocky because you'll jab them the fuck up. The back of her shirt says "Go with the flow."
She should have been going against the river.
Oh, what did she? The blue tank top fights
that cross was mean.
Yeah, blue tank top fights the hands, throws the cross, keeps the straights going. Oh, she's on Dream Sheet. Oh, and she hurt her toe. My toe's fucked up. All right, we're done here. Man.
And we're done here.
I mean, don't embarrass yourself in front of your kids like that, ladies. Don't. That's just crazy. Realize the situation and fucking react accordingly.
Or if you don't really know how to fight, try to avoid a fight.
That's the best advice.
And that goes both genders.
Yeah.
Or well, all genders.
Nice. Good save. We're allies.
I know how to say stuff.
Oh, look at this. Wow, yeah, look at this scramble these guys going. Oh, now just cut to Joe Rogan. This is the kind of fight we like to see here, Mike. These guys are scrambling left and right all over the place.
When you see 3 people and you're fighting the invisible ones, good lord.
Oh, no.
My
See,
boy
I
said,
love this because it's literally 2 trashed fucking dudes fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Most likely after watching a UFC event.
More
you
than
see them just tumbling around. Like none of this is technical.
We're gonna take it to the ground. I'm gonna take it to the ground.
This guy in the black.
Miss. Okay, he
Oh.
finally found the middle one.
He scraped the top of the head.
They're both trashed.
Even
and
with-
it's great.
Even with all those misses, the guy in the blue jean shorts could not for a second be like, okay, I'm gonna get up now. He was like, I'm pinned down.
You're too heavy.
He's like, when he realized, he's like, if I move any other inch, he's gonna actually make contact.
Like, it's just so hilarious. Like the amount of misses. Miss, one, miss.
And this is why you can't. This is why they don't have booze at jiu-jitsu class.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna be throwing hands, but also it's all right if you guys just go out there and smoke a whole bunch of weed for a jiu-jitsu class, but I can't have a couple of Coors Lights before I decide to roll.
I can't get a little loose. Damn. God damn, dude.
Nice.
That was water, no soda.
Gross. Let's move on to I think it's our next and last one.
But no, the lesson for there is if you know you're pretty trashed, don't try and start a fight.
Do your best, but your trashed mind will most likely try to start the fight anyway. What we've seen a lot so far of is like it's been off and on. So we've seen one fight with a woman who clearly has some type of experience with striking in some way, shape, or form. We've seen another fight where 2 dudes had no idea what the fuck they were doing, but they were just doing it. Now we've seen another fight again here where, I mean, again, take optical scans. Realize what this person's doing. It's like it's like the Kevin Hart joke, right? If the guy starts doing the haka before he fights you, let him have the parking spot. Let him have the spot in line. Don't fight this man. Let's see what happened.
Sometimes it's better to just be punked and let the other guy think you won.
Yeah, be funny. If you're worried about being punked around the person, I would. If some guy punked me in front of Reese and we walked away, Reese wouldn't make me feel like shit. But on the off chance she did, I would be like, "Did you see that guy? He fucking had a tongue piercing. He screamed and he fucking wiggled his tongue at me before. Absolutely not. No way." Look at this.
This just comes out of nowhere. Also, hiking up your pants that far.
That's a bad sign.
That.
Bad
Oof.
sign. Oh no, that's a very misleading sign for people. Some people would think that that's the big tough guy with the one who pulled up his pants. No, the guy who's the tough guy is the one who immediately got into a very good low fighting stance. Front kick. Bam! What a good combo. That's also a good lesson for you if you're out there on Street Fight. You want to keep the person front kicks, man. They're not expecting it, and it helps you out a lot.
You just want to kick him right in the chest.
Boom! Punch a hole through his fucking chest, Weidman.
Also, this frat bro, because that's clearly what he is. He looks like some college frat guy. Who's
Yeah,
I've been in fights before.
Dog, yeah, I'm the toughest dude at Alpha Kappa Beta Poo.
Also, keep your hands down here when you're walking up to somebody, like so close to your chest. Like,
crazy. No guard up there at all. He stuck his chin directly in the air. Ugh.
Yeah.
And you call yourself tough.
Hands to your chest and your chin out. you're not gonna win. Stop doing that.
I mean, my man threw his jacket on the table nonchalantly. He threw the jacket on. He said, "This will take a second."
Wait, hold on.
And
is that a
he was
7-Eleven
bouncing it.
jacket?
It might be. He might be a worker there.
Oh, he said, "Fuck this! I don't give a shit about my job. Fuck you."
Bam!
This guy, this frat boy was bitching. You guys don't have the new pack of Twisted Teas? What the fuck? And he probably called him some sort of slur.
Yeah, why don't you go stock the
was
Coronas, Jorge? Dude, let me
Ooh,
point
and
this
then it
out.
was on.
Let me point out right there. After he knocks him out, that's how this guy. You know, this guy's real as shit. He stood there bouncing. He stood there in the bounce, dude. Ready? Bam, bam. You've already won. What's up? What's up? Like he's a Tekken idol. He's idol in Tekken right now. It's crazy.
He was actually pushing the buttons for the fatality.
Oh my god, that's crazy. What a hit. GG's for that guy. I want his name, and I want us to follow his UFC career.
Dana White right now.
No. Pause it. Now, all right. Now you think, oh, man arguing with somebody downstairs. You're gonna think, hey, he's probably at a reasonable height to like jump out of the window and like
Is
get
that
into
homeless
shit.
little Dicky?
That's what I say.
That does.
Is that
look
what
like,
you-
damn. That does look like a homeless little Dicky. But you would think logically, maybe he's like on the second floor,
Right.
possibly to jump
looks
down and
like
start
it.
a fight. Right? Play the fucking video.
Play
This
my
is-
shit.
This is crazy.
He's talking to me? Talking that shit? Well, what's up?
I'll come down there and beat your ass.
Meet
All right.
me in the
bet.
middle of the
I'll come down
octagon. Meet me in the middle of the octagon then.
Can we show this?
No.
there. Hey, he's fine. He's
We're gonna have to
fine.
blur this out.
It is funny. They're like, what? You want to throw down? You meet me?
It's like you think he's on the second floor and nothing bad's gonna happen.
No, he's on drugs.
Yo, this is Max Holloway when he's asking people to stand in the middle and bang with him. You stand and bang? Fucking jump from the 7th floor.
You're fucking kidding me.
Max Holloway's right now. He's like, you're telling me I'm not the best boxer in UFC. You're telling me I'm not. Meet me in the middle. Let's go. Fucking tell me I'm not the best boxer in the UFC. Boom.
Like,
Shit. KO.
what the fuck, man?
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Oh, great googly moogly. Oh, I'm gonna start a fight. I'm gonna finish it myself
That's right. It's like one of those obvious
by
things where,
breaking both of my legs.
why does it feel like more realistic? Like it just seems like a child's thing. Like I bet you won't jump. You think I won't jump? You think I won't come down there and jump?
That's literally what it was.
I bet you
There's
$5.
no reason to
Oh.
be down there.
Yeah, that guy was like, "Hey, this is I'm 6 stories up, but $20 is $20."
Oh, fucking crazy.
All right, guys, we've reached the end. Thanks everybody again for coming to another episode of Throwing Hands. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, help us up in the algorithm. Talk to us down in the comments. Boost these rookie numbers up. As always, you can follow us on our social medias, McLeodmatic, SnuggyBlanks _, twitch.tv/SnuggyBlanks _, twitch.tv/SuperSour Games, at SuperSour JIR, all social media across the board, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's better for me to say that instead of having to put parentheses and fucking keep putting all these damn social medias. You guys get it. Wherever you do social media, we're there.
There's gonna be a weird sound that plays because I don't know what it does. I'm not gonna lie to you. It just says Biden nap. I don't know what it's gonna say.
Oh, you're waiting to play it then. Okay, I see. All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he's-
Sorry, boys, I just woke up from a mean nap.
Okay, yeah, that was just fucking. Oh fuck! I gotta cricket myself for that one, bro.
I liked it. I liked it. Keeping it in.
What the fuck?
Um,
Oh shit!
as always, guys. Wait, no, that's not what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
Please,
Whole lot of gang shit.
please take care of yourself out there. Join the Sour Society. As always, learn some jujitsu, learn something, defend yourself properly, and we'll see you guys at the next fights, and we'll see you next week. I know it's exciting, Darnell. We're gonna be back next week. It's gonna be lit.
Throwing Hands.
And we are out of here.
You're playing
ponytail.
My balls was hot.